let's go back to WWE. Man, you've got some young cats coming up in the program there, the Wyatts, three badass kids. And a couple of them have been around for a while. Luke Harper's been around a while. I don't know how long Eric Rowan's been around, but Bray Wyatt's coming into his own for the last year, has been doing so in the ring and on the mic. Also, you've got three badass cats with the Shield. Those guys, you got Antonio Cesaro. Did you work with Antonio Cesaro back in the day?
No, I would love to, though.
Okay, but anyway, he's another bright spot on the blip on the radar. So character development in the WWE. Some of the gimmicks they've given to some of these guys has been a little lackadaisical at best. What are they doing over there to help these kids find an identity? And certainly the guys at Shield, guys in the Wyatts, have done a tremendous job. Antonio Cesaro, he had a hell of a match with John Cena a couple of months ago. Premier talent, physical specimen, badass cat. I see money on him. Maybe not in the current gimmick, but there's money in that kid. So what are they doing to try to help these kids? What's programmed now? Because in ECW, everybody that came through there, you helped really hone and define who people help them find their strong points and stay away from the weak points.
I think in ECW, we had the opportunity that I took myself as a director or writer or producer seriously to the point where my goal in that company was to take a Steve Austin who was misused by WCW, or a Mick Foley who was misused by WCW, or a Shane Douglas who never had a real opportunity to shine in a leadership role, and to produce and direct and refine and help those talents find themselves. You know, if you watch an Al Pacino or a Robert De Niro or a Harvey Keitel or a Dustin Hoffman, now, if they just work on a movie, they usually become caricatures of themselves. But once a Scorsese or a Coppola or a Milos Forman or Sidney Lumet gets their hands on these performers, these directors will pull a performance out of these actors that they themselves never knew existed. So my ego in ECW was, hey, I want to be that guy. I want to find something inside this performer that no one else in this business has the wherewithal to pull that out of them and then show that performer, you can do this on your own, which is why to this day, now 19 years after you worked in ECW, you still bestow upon me all this praise when all I really did was just say, hey, what's inside of you?
Right.
And once you tapped into it, you knew you didn't need me to bring it out of you. So what happens in WWE today, however, is that if you don't have the assertiveness and the wherewithal to find it yourself, then they don't think you have what it takes to stay a top guy. Could they plug you in to be a top guy? Absolutely.